Hey Supernovas, I'm Chanel and this is Spirited Stardust, and today we are looking at the Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle by Lisa Estabrook. Every single human being is searching for meaning, belonging, peace, love and joy in their lives. The Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle will help you remember the simple truth that all of nature is sharing, that we are cyclical beings intimately entwined with the earth, the moon and all of life, that we are fully supported, and that everything we need, we have everything we need within us to be happy and to be whole, despite the hardships and challenges life may bring us. The 44 Soulflower Plant Spirits want us to consider the possibility that our stories, our experiences, our circumstances, and our core beliefs, values, and morals all provide the rich soil for the beautiful unfolding of our own unique lives. It is food for our thoughts, fuel for self-reflection, and fertilizer for our ultimate personal growth. The truth, like a seed waiting to germinate, can only be found within your own heart, and there is no one better qualified to nurture it than you. This deck will serve as your trusted companion in learning to live your life guided by the wisdom of your own heart and soul. So, cover illustration was by Lisa Estabrook, and the cover design was by Lisa Estabrook and Damien Keenan. So I have severely modded this book because it was just much too big for my little hands, so that's how big the cards were, and I made them itty bitty, and I edged them in like a metallic-y green. So here's the guidebook. This is actually more like a little book, to be honest, than just a guidebook. So we've got a preface, my sacred why, tending the garden of your soul, starting with the soil, planting seeds, and it's got like the seasons and the moons, supporting growth and blooming, garden cleanup, rest and renewal, plant spirits. We've got what questions to ask, some affirmations, and then the plant spirits begins. So you've got the name and the Latin name, the paragraph. So each of the cards also had this paragraph at the bottom of it. So if you just wanted a quick reading, it would have this and this on the card. But I read the book, so I didn't see the purpose of it having there. And it goes all the way and then it ends with an affirmation. Is there anything at the back? Just in case? No, just the flowers. So we have crocus opening, hydrangea transmutation, daffodil perception, daylily centering, bee balm vibrance. So if you want the original card, look through another walkthrough because this obviously is my modded one. Dandelion release, plumbago understanding, rosemary clarity, purple poppy evolution, chickweed tolerance, pansy resonance, lavender restoration, echinacea consciousness, evening primrose rebirth, hawthorn courage, hellebore empowerment. We have so many of these now, it's winter. Black-eyed Susan recognition, stargazer lily surrender, white pine wisdom, forget-me-not awareness, columbine abundance, wood betony grounding, velvet leaf self-love, self-heal responsibility, nettle transformation, periwinkle intertwining, red clover tranquility, lady's mantle nurturance, zinnia lightheartedness, calendula communication, Asta, illumination. Rose, joy. Iris, inspiration. Campanula, alignment. Bleeding heart, independence. Chamomile, stability. Chamomile. Yarrow, boundaries. Nasturtium, vitality. Mugwort, integration. Milk thistle, forgiveness. Speedwell, insight. Orage, optimism. Lady slipper, connection. Sunflower, confidence. Let's pick a random card. Plumbago, understanding. It's in alphabetical order. Pansy, periwinkle, and plumbago, understanding. All right. Ceratostigma plumbaginoides. Okay. Plumbago connects you with the depths of your psyche and assists with your understanding of your shadow side. It is understanding that allows you to practice self-compassion and forgiveness and release feelings of shame, blame, guilt, and self-judgment that may hold power over you and prevent your growth. Are you afraid to show the world your true self? Are you hiding behind emotional and metaphorical structures, labels, and programming that have kept you safe and contained, acceptable? Plumbago wants you to see through these structures, these masks, these labels, and to help you understand why you created them in the first place. There is no shame, blame, or judgment here, only a soft light illuminating the voices of our shadows, the voices telling us that we are not good enough so that we hide our truth. We put on a mask or socially acceptable makeup to cover the parts of ourselves that we believe need to be hidden for fear of ridicule and humiliation, for fear of being misunderstood, or worse, unlovable. After a while, it's hard to tell the difference between what is us and what is our mask. Eventually, we forget who we truly are, and our bodies start to ache and suffer through the act, not letting up until they get our attention. Plumbago wants you to become aware of our masks and what we are hiding, those perceived, spiky, awkward, unlovable parts of ourselves that we would rather not show the world. Eventually, we will find the courage to have a much closer look at each of those spikes, and upon close examination, realize that they aren't so scary after all. In fact, as we embrace each one, we realize that it is a unique part of ourselves, not something to hide, but something which actually contains a beautiful bud, an amazing flower just waiting to bloom. Ultimately, we recognize that the parts of ourselves we had deemed unworthy and unlovable might just be the keys to our personal truth. The truth of who we are can be found in our shadows. It is a process, an unfolding, revealing a journey that we have to honor and respect every single day, because it is both hard and amazing. As we find ourselves coming to deeper and deeper levels of understanding, we begin to recognize the reasons why we thought we had to hide in the first place. That allows us to practice self-compassion, self-love, and forgiveness, and soon we can retire our old masks to allow in new light, new life force energy, and new potential for growth. What masks are you wearing? Affirmation: I understand and accept the perfect imperfection of all that I am. That is the Soulflower Plant Spirit Oracle, and as always, stay wild, Star Child.